Meet kelp, giant kelp. At Kelp Blue, we're cultivating this extraordinary seaweed to play an outsized role in capturing carbon and helping to combat climate change, while providing a huge boost to the marine ecosystem. Our cultivated kelp forests capture CO2 from the atmosphere and the ocean, storing it in the deep ocean layers. Let us show you how. We start at the very beginning. This is a piece of soror tissue, the fertile material that is found on mature kelp blades, these flat, leaf-like structures. This tissue is taken to our hatchery, a safe and controlled environment where we nurture the kelp from near microscopic gametophytes through to sporophytes, the multicellular leaf-like stage. Once big enough, the sporophytes are attached to a special twine and made ready to be planted in the ocean. At the outplanting stage, the twine is wrapped around our farm structures. In the wild, kelp uses hard substrates such as rocks on which to grow. Our farm uses lines and ropes onto which the holdfast, the root-like foot of the kelp, can securely attach. The farms are submerged in the ocean. In the shallower waters, the kelp grows directly from the ocean floor. In the deeper water, we have installed structures that are anchored at around 15 meters below the surface, the perfect depth to maximize access to nutrients and light, while keeping the young kelp out of the most violent movement of the waves. Each structure, approximately the size of 3 tennis courts, is designed to move in harmony with the forces of the ocean. In a few months, the kelp will start appearing at the surface where it forms a floating canopy. Giant kelp is one of the fastest growing organisms on the planet, growing up to 50 centimeters per day. With this fast growth, the kelp quickly absorbs carbon from the surrounding waters and stores it in its tissues. Some of the kelp naturally dies off and drifts away to be cycled into deeper ocean layers. Kelp also exudes dissolved organic matter, very small particles, including carbon. Our modelling shows that currents sweep the carbon from the kelp away from the coast and into the deep ocean. Once it reaches the deeper ocean layers, it remains undisturbed for a very long time, long enough to have a significant effect on tackling climate change. But the environmental benefit of kelp forests is not just about carbon capture. These ecosystems also host many species that make the kelp forests their home. Kelp is considered a foundation species, meaning it has a role in structuring a marine community. Every month since our farms have been growing, we've seen new species visiting and making homes on our structures. Our dedicated marine monitoring team regularly check on the kelp and keep track of the biodiversity observed. They use a range of different methods, including active and passive acoustics, visual observations, lab analyses of water samples, and environmental DNA. We also constantly measure the water quality and send samples to a lab to measure the content of the dissolved organic carbon exuded by the kelp. Once the kelp grows to maturity and starts forming a canopy, some of the biomass is harvested to turn into sustainable alternatives for industries such as agriculture and packaging. Currently, the kelp is harvested by hand, but we have commissioned a fully automated, solar-powered, emission-free harvester, which will allow us to significantly scale up our operations. Our 3,500-ton capacity processing factory converts kelp biomass into essential products that also have a positive effect on the environment. Our first product is a biostimulant, a liquid kelp extract that helps boost the immune system of crops and plants, making them more resilient to environmental stresses such as drought and heat, as well as helping them produce bigger yields. By 2030, our goal is to have over 6,500 hectares of seaweed installed across Namibia, New Zealand, Alaska, and Chile, and to sell over 35 million litres of biostimulant, aiding over 200,000 farmers to transition towards regenerative agriculture. Our offshore technology allows for large-scale deployment, and our solution is easily replicated in other locations around the world. At Kelp Blue, we often ask ourselves, how do we want the world to look in 200 years? Then we try to ensure that everything we do contributes to building that vision. Together we can build that better world. We just need to take the first step.